Hello everyone, I'm Paul, and today I'm in the bush where it's very dense, and I just wanted to show you what I do when it's a very dense bush and how I get the trees to fall. So as you would normally do is you'd cut a notch in the tree here, down lower obviously. You'd cut the notch, and then wherever the notch is facing you make a back cut on the other side and the tree falls forward. But in my scenario here, basically it's too dense. You can see here there's too much canopy. There's absolutely nowhere for these trees here to fall. Doesn't matter going back, going forward, going to the left or to the right. So instead of cutting the direction that I want to have my trees fall, instead of cutting it so my notch in the front here, so my tree goes this way, what I want to do is I want to get my tree to fall backwards. So I'm going to put my notch on the opposite side over here and my back cut on this side. And whatever the tree falls, it might only fall a few feet, as long as I can get it so I can cut it so that I get it off the stump. And then I'm just going to pull the rope, and that way the tree is leaning the opposite way, and the trunk of the tree is going to be going the way for me to pull it out. So I'll just put a rope on it and I'll yank it out. So let's get these two. We're going to take these two here out. These are the next two to go. So let's cut them up, and we'll show you here how I pull them out. Just going to put my earplugs on. My steel helmet, the ear muff on the one side broke. A branch hit it, and it broke the ear muff right off my helmet. So when you're working in dense bush, you usually want a face mask as well, because you'll get whipped by the branches all the time. And I've been whipped before, and I wear the little guard here, so that helps a lot. Well guys, one of the nicest things to do is when you're cutting in the bush is just sit back, relax, and having lunch. You can't beat this, the tranquility. A little bit of animals coming by, deer, some squirrels, whatever there is. And you're all by yourself, and it's very, very enjoyable. So relaxing, guys. It's hard to believe. One thing I want to say about this video here before I show the rest of it to you is that this is not a how-to video. This is just how I do it. Anything that you see on this video, if you do it yourself, that's at your own risk. So that's my disclaimer to this video. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Also, one other thing I wanted to point out is that I'm just in the video here, I'm just showing with a couple smaller trees. Just to help speed up the length of the video. If I would be cutting some really big stuff, the video would be much longer. So anyways, enjoy. So guys, I just wanted you to come in closer here and look on from this side here how I made this notch. You can see normally you make it about 1/3 into the tree, and in this case here I made the notch quite a bit deeper, so it's over half anyways. I want a really deep notch, so I got lots of opening for the tree to close, and then I'm going to cut here on the back cut. First I'm going to get the other tree done up first. I just wanted to show you this one, so I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to take a big deep cut so that the tree is easier to take it off the stump. Okay guys, so I'm going to make the back cut on this one first, and then I'm just going to, this one's actually leaning a little bit forward, so might have to push it just by hand. Normally if I had the tree leaning back a little bit, I wouldn't make such a deep cut. I would actually have a little bit less of a cut in the front, and then I would put a wedge in the back to push it back the other way. And if it's got a really massive lean going this way, I would make my back cut first, and then I would stand the tree up a little bit with a wedge, and then I do my face cut or undercut, whatever way you want to say it. Okay guys, both of these trees you can see here, they're off the stump. They're not going to go anywhere. There's nowhere for those trees to go. I'm not worried about falling. Now the bigger the tree is, you just got to be, it doesn't matter whether it's a lot bigger or not, you still have to be careful. The main thing is you can see how, because I made such a big cut here, I had very little material to cut here. So my bar is just going to pinch just a touch. You got to be careful. You don't want to get your bar in there too deep, too much, because if you left a lot of wood on this side, the more you're cutting in on the back cut to get the tree off the stump, the more chance of your bar getting caught. So the next thing I'm going to do is just rope these up. Got a little extra line here more than I need, but we'll just wrap this around here. Holy smokes, I got too much line here. Now, the one thing is, if my tree could have fell a little bit further back, that's the reason why you make the face cut on this side, and then you pull in and out this way. The other thing too is when you're tying it up, make sure that you get it high enough that it's not going to slip off. Got way too much rope here. A lot more rope than I thought I had. So we'll just pass it around. So that's all I need on there. That's going to put a nice choke on there when I go around. I'm going to pull both of them at the same time. This one I'm going to get a little bit lower. Now you don't need any fancy knots or anything like that to pull these guys out. You can see I didn't do much right there. Going to slip it like that. There we go. So now they're going to pull together. So the next thing to do is just get on the tractor or whatever machine that you're going to use and just pull them. All right, guys, you can see there the trees are down. I got them both pulled down. Now they're at place where I can just work on them. Could pull a little bit further out. The other thing, like I say, you can use, I'm just using my tractor here, and I had it hooked to the front. If the tree was a lot bigger, I would have it hooked to the 3-point, not the 3-point, but the drawbar on the back. And if you have a winch, it's ultimately the best thing to just use a winch and just yank them out. So you can see I got the trees down safely. There's no problem now. I just cut them up and that's it. So anyways, I'm gonna go in and get some more of them. I'm not going to show you any more of that, but that's basically how I pull them out when it's really dense in order to work on them. So once again, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can do so by hitting the subscription button down below. Once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Gelling Outdoors.